Hey guys, Thunderset here doing another revisit to a popular and competitive KC Cup deck that you're seeing all over the place, and it's Cyber Dragons. So there's a few ways to optimize this. What I'm showing today is a new tech that I was running into all over the place, and that's Fusion Gate. So I'd seen it before, I never really thought much of it, but I was seeing a lot of popularity in this KC Cup, and it was just going crazy, guys. It enables you to do so many fusions in one turn, and it doesn't eat up the materials for Cyberload Fusion because you use banned monsters, you face up banished monsters, and this banishes your monsters from your hand or field. So it works out really well. You really get multiple summons, which enables you to use Rampage Dragon just to pop some back row, and then go into a twin, go into an end, go into a huge over dragon, all sorts of options. And we're running the same searchable stuff, just 2 overload, 2 overflow, and 1 cybernetic fusion support. It's all searchable by our boy Core, so it works out really well. 3 fusion gates because I'm really trying to show off the combos of this in this deck. Kiteroid just to survive. Our brand new skinned Cyber Dragon looks very cool. And then of course 3 Cosmic Cyclone to search, and it's that simple, guys. So we have, or not to search, for Cyber Style. And Cyber Style of course makes it super consistent with fusion support and Cosmic Cyclone. Makes it absolutely crazy, guys. And fusion support works with Fusion Gate, so then you could even use monsters from your graveyard. It's tons of synergy. It works out really well. I actually really like this tech in Cyber Dragon, so I'm sure it was doing very well in the KC Cup, and I'll show you guys some replays right now. Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Alright, here's a Yami Merrick going first. So, Cyber Dragons, of course, have some first turn plays with Overflow. And just some cool plays I'm about to show you, especially with Cyberload. So we go into Fusion Gate, we're going to normal summon our core, we're going to search Fusion Support, guys. We're not going to search Overflow, because we're fighting a Merrick. He used Shadow Games, so we know it's a stall. You know he should have tons of back row. So we're going to immediately use our Cybernetic Fusion Support to get 3 boys out. That gives us a Cyber End Dragon, guys. So we get a 4K cutscene first turn with our Fusion Gate. Very cool stuff. Now we could have done this with Cyberload, but now Cyberload is free, guys. We're free to use a Rampage or an Over Dragon. So we're gonna set our Overload to use our Rampage Dragon at the end of our opponent's turn to destroy his back row. Now that's the true power of the Rampage Dragon. Destroy those 2. Now we have 2 instances of lethal, guys. He would need a Kiteroid or some Sphere Boys, which he clearly doesn't have after that scoop. Great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are facing a Duel. Going first. No skin or mat for this guy. Maybe he just got Duel or something. Here we have a core and a fusion support with a Cosmic Cyclone, so that's going to be a lot of life point damage. We're going to start with our Overflow. We're going to use our Cyber Style right out the gates, set our Cosmic Cyclone, set our Overflow. This way we have 2 instances of destruction for our Overflow, which is going to be very important, as you will see in a moment. We're fighting a Cyber Guard. So he summons his Edge, sets 2 back row. We're going to Overflow just the cannon and a back row is another Overflow from our enemy. So he's some sort of Cyber Dragon, Cyber Dark mix. Now we're going to Cosmic Cyclone that last back row, guys. We got rid of all his back rows. Actually just a lot of Cyber Overflows, weirdly enough. Now we get a Fusion Gate of our own. Normal summon our core. That's going to be a Fusion Gate and the Cyberload Fusion combo, guys. There's the Fusion Gate into a twin. Now let's say this wasn't lethal and he had like a Desperado or something. We can still chain our Cyberload Fusion into a massive Chimera Tech or into a Rampage. Now if we did a Rampage earlier and dumped more cards into the graveyard, that'd be an even bigger Chimera Tech. So great stuff, guys. Okay, here we are versus another Zane. It is a Cyber Dragon's mirror match, so you have to be careful with Fusion Gate because your enemy can use Fusion Gate too. So you don't want to use Fusion Gate unless you're ready to use Fusion Gate, like in this instance. So I'm not going to play the Fusion Gate, or I can play it face down if I really wanted to. But that just gives him something to Cosmic Cyclone, so I'm not. but he would be able to Fusion Gate. While this card's on the field, the turn player can Fusion Summon, so it's any player. Here, we went Core into Veer into Overflow. Our opponent is most likely doing the exact same thing. Yep. So, Cyber Dragon's mirror match, guys, except he has an Overload Fusion, which makes for an immediate Chimera attack. We get to chain our Overflow, and it's gonna still get destroyed, so we're gonna get an instance of searching. We add a Cyberload Fusion to our hand. Here he's gonna use a Cyberload Fusion of his own for another Rampage Dragon, but Rampage Dragon can't get over the 2.1k booty of Veer. He sets a back row, attacks me 3 times out of rage. Now all we need is, I guess, another Veer, so we're gonna normal summon our Core, special summon another Veer. That's 3 Cyber Dragons on the field, guys. So now we're gonna be, oh, we get our Fusion support. We're gonna use our Fusion Gate. He's gonna Cybernetic Overflow our Fusion Gate. But that's okay, because now we can Fusion support, Cyberload Fusion. That's a Cyber End Dragon, guys, with a cutscene and everything. Our strongest boy takes 3 Cyber Dragons. Absolutely crazy. Zane should really have more cutscenes though. So here we go, Cyber End Dragon. Well over this little Rampage Dragon, and I'm more than comfortable with doing 1900 of damage because that's only 1 instance of Cyber Style. So he uses this 1 instance of Cyber Style, normal summons another Core, searches another Overflow. So he's gonna get around this End Dragon. What can we top deck to save us? We get a Cosmic Cyclone. That's gonna hit his back row. Hits us, now we're gonna Cyber Style with all 3. I didn't Cyber Style last turn because obviously when you use Cybernetic, not Overload, the Fusion, Cybernetic Fusion, whatever it's called, Cyber Overload, whatever it's called. When you use that, only the monster you made can attack. So if I would have done that, it would have wasted my monsters. Cyber Load Fusion is the name of that card. But yeah, guys, great stuff. Okay, here's Bandit Keith. Going second. Using what looks like a 30 card deck, using very cool sleeves and mat. So we have a Fusion Gate, we have a Core, we have our load, we have Cybernetic Fusion support, we have everything we need, guys. He's Light Sworn Thunder Dragon, so he's doing his banishing, doing his dumping, all that stuff. Throwing away Dragon Darts, summoning boys, whole thing. So let's see, special summons a Dragon Hawk. Normal summons a Raiden, returns the Hawk to his hand, lets the Raiden mill even more. Feeling pretty good about himself. Here we get a second Cyberload. That does nothing for us, really. He uses a Lancia, guys, so now we can't even banish. We can't even use our Fusion Gate, and we're still going to get to this boy. We use our Fusion support. That's at a minus 2000. We search and Overflow just in case we don't finish him. We use Fusion Gate, but we can't use Fusion Gate. We use Cyber Style. Set 2, use our Cyber Fusion. That's our Rampage Dragon, guys. He's going to be able to swing 3 times over this boy. We dump even more for even more Cyberload Fusion action. He attacks twice. Our Proto Dragon attacks once, and that's lethal, guys. Great, great stuff. Okay, Ishizu. Let's see what she's got for us. We're going second, and that's obviously what you want in this deck. But we do have good first turn plays. So we have Cosmic Cyclone Core and an Overflow. Get a second Overflow, we're gonna Cosmic Cyclone that back row. Chain a second Cosmic Cyclone, that way we have 2, and we don't have to search our Fusion support. We super hit a wall of D. Now we get our Cyberload Fusion from the Core. Cyber Style. That's 3, guys. Now we set 2 Overflows. We use our Fusion. We're going for Rampage. We're going for the OTK since we hit that wall of D. We saved a Proto Dragon just for our Overflow. We're dumping even more monsters into there. For, well, we don't have an Overload, but yeah. Shiranui. Here he hits us with a Sphere Kuriboh, which will save his turn. Thankfully, he can't use No Mortal Can Resist because his life points were too low. Top decks and scoops, guys. Great, great stuff. So, Cyber Dragons are here. They've been here since we got the Structure deck. They've just been a little rogue OTK deck, but I really like Fusion Gate. They've stayed in a few days now, so they're, or a few seasons, so they're pretty much an established deck, and, you know, there's a million ways to play them, but they're all very similar, usually with Cyber styles. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you play Cyber Dragons in the KC Cup, and thanks for watching.